Hey Cubbies, it's time for chapter 13. Let the games begin. So let me get this straight, Ava says, stepping away from the crowd. The man who wanted our suitcase in the future is the same man who broke King Arthur's sword in the past? Yes, Chase says. And that means he most definitely isn't a good guy. We need to tell Merlin he's here. Before they can move, a loud trumpet blows. A hush falls over the crowd as a white horse trots onto the field. A kind-faced young man in a gold crown waves from the horse's back. Long live King Arthur! The crowd. Chase can't help it. He gasps. Never in his wildest dreams could he have imagined standing under the same sky as the real King Arthur. As the king climbs down from the horse, the two knights they'd overheard earlier placed a large golden box next to him. Chase spots the man with two different colored eyes watching from beside a tree. Excalibur! Excalibur! The crowd cheers. Arthur opens the box. He lifts out the sword, but it's only the blade. Arthur's jaw drops. Then he gently places the blade back in the box. King Arthur strides to the center of the field. He holds a shield in one hand and pulls a regular-looking sword from the side of his belt. His eyes narrow. I will find out who broke Excalibur, but first I will battle my opponents as planned. Let the tournament begin. Three men line up across from the king. Then a fourth man steps forward. He towers over everyone else. His shoulders are as wide as two regular-sized men. That must be Big Rob, Ava whispers. Chase nods. King Arthur begins to battle the first opponent. He swings and thrusts with his sword. The blades and shields clang and clash until the king knocks the sword out of the man's hands. The man bows and the crowd cheers. This happens again with the second opponent and with the third. Chase and Ava look at each other. Maybe the king will win after all. Finally, Big Rob steps up to take his turn. The crowd goes quiet. The sword fight starts out like the others. In less than a minute, though, the king's sword is flung from his hand, and Big Rob keeps swinging. Arthur raises his shield to protect himself. Chase starts to panic. He scans the crowd. The two knights have disappeared. The man from the flea market is still by the tree, smiling as he watches the battle. Where is Merlin? Clash! Big Rob takes a chunk out of the king's shield. Chase turns to his sister and holds up the hilt. It's time to mess with the timeline. That's the end of chapter 13.